Hi folks, welcome to Follow the Leader, a podcast focused on telling character-driven stories through the use of GM-less tabletop games where we can all take the lead. You can find us on Twitter and Tumblr at FTLcast. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/FTLcast. Today we're playing Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands by Vincent Baker. For those of you who are new to the game, here are the basics. The year is SC0245. Humanity is spread through the Milky Way using transit gate technology to colonize the galaxy. Mobile frames are the hard-working, hard-fighting combat and labor mecha that they've brought with them. You are romantic ace mobile frame pilots caught up in an undeclared war for the future of the Bantral system. I'm Dora. You can find me on Twitter at HarpyDora, and my pronouns are they, them. Playing with me today we have...
I'm Jade. You can find me on Twitter at JadeOxfordRose, and I also use they, them pronouns.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at SAKalo, and you can find my Etsy store at etsy.com/store/SAKalo, and my pronouns are he, him.
I'm Kales. You can find me on Twitter at Citadel of Swords. You can find the games that I write at citadelofswords.itch.io. I'm probably going to have some more shit going on when these episodes come out, so keep an eye out for that. But right now I got nothing. My pronouns are they, them.
Our lines, which are things we absolutely do not want to see, are homophobia and transphobia, racism, sexism, violence against children and animals, sexual assault, domestic violence or intimate partner violence, and unwanted pregnancy. Our veils, which are things we're fine with addressing but will just fade to black on, are steamy situations and graphic descriptions of bodily harm. Now that we've got all that, let's get started.
Woo! Have to do it at least once. At least one person has to cheer.
Yep.
In a very small voice.
Yep.
We are a collective of non-binary and trans peeps, but we are all at heart woo girls.
Oh my god.
I don't know what this means, but that's fine.
A woo girl is somebody that, when they are under the influence of alcohol, goes woo a lot. That's literally the defining characterization of a woo girl.
No, you're so right. You're so
right. God, y'all... Drunk girls are my favorite people in the world. They're so nice.
I did lean back from my microphone to do that, Dora, but I'm still going to apologise.
It'll be fine.
Hello, cat.
Alright, so at the top, I just want to say this is a continuation of our cliffhanger from Arc 16?
Arc 16.
16, our Firebrands game. So if you haven't listened to that already, it might be a good idea to go back and do so, but if you haven't listened to that, we'll do a little recap after we reintroduce our characters.
Oh shit, I'm first. Damn it. I am bringing the darling, the dream, the delight that is Kari Valon, continuing to use he and they pronouns. His call sign is Coyote. His mech is named Corvus. He's part of the revolutionary faction, and his adjectives are charming, I'm going to say, finally make a decision, kind, and idealistic.
I'm playing Joe Stockton, my beautiful, beautiful boy. His call sign is Falcon, and his mech name is Vocifer. He's a revolutionary, and his adjectives are Dumb Jock gets pegged, respects women. His adjectives are beautiful, inspiring, and down to earth. But, like, in his heart, in my heart, it's Dumb Jock gets pegged, respects women.
We can't put gets pegged in an episode title, but also that's the episode title, right? Like, I will physically die if we put an actual episode in the feed that's called Dumb Jock Gets Pegged, Respects Women, but, like... like, I will die
Well,
of embarrassment.
Joe's got to come back to season 3 anyway. Like, we need more Joe on the podcast, so, you know.
It's true. He's a very good boy.
He's a very good boy.
He's a very good boy. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of the spectrum... Jade plays everyone's darling. I play everyone's favorite trash asshole, Reuben Murdoch. This dumbass twink. Their call sign is Hyena. Their mech is Calypso. Their faction is Landowner. I can talk.
Landover.
Land Rover.
Land Rover, let Reuben come over? Is that how it goes?
Why are we all like this?
I don't know. I got tattooed earlier today, so I'm possibly on a bit of an adrenaline come down. Also,
Valid.
my entire life has been leading up to this point, which just is everything. Alright, by which I mean I'm on. Sorry, please continue talking about Reuben.
No, you're good. You're good. I love you. Their faction is Landowner, but they consider themselves more of an independent, and their adjectives are charismatic, selfish, and mischievous.
I love them.
They're so dumb.
They suck.
They suck so much.
It's cool. We can be dumb idiots together.
They're the least valid person on this whole podcast.
It's true.
Nope, that's incorrect, because the least valid person on this whole podcast is Marius, thank the gods for small favors.
Oh, that's right, I forgot we cancelled Marius.
Yep.
Wait, why is Marius canceled?
We cancelled Marius. Which one was the thing that did it, Dora? Which one was the thing that
It was
canceled
This Town is
Marius?
Full of Monsters.
No, I know, but one thing that happened in This Town Full of Monsters, a lot of shit happened in that game.
When they decided that maybe they were going to try to, like, best the goddess of death.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, Marius is cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Amazing.
Their call sign is Lynx, and their mech's name is Copernicus. Their faction is the Bantral, and their adjectives are beautiful, cultured, and severe.
So we're just like a whole big group of beautiful people here.
Yeah.
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 Everybody's hot. And
everybody's real hot in this game.
I mean,
in space in the future.
This is like, to be fair, I can't remember if somebody called me out for this as a I know we don't do it here, but as a GM, just like every NPC Jade has ever made is hot, and I'm like, look, I just give the people what they want. And you know, I feel like
I just went back.
Mm-hmm. Please.
I just went back to look at Ruben's pit crew and to look at everyone's pit crew, really, and just Jesus. Yeah. So we've talked about characters.
Yeah, now we need to do a recap.
Okay,
Please.
let's do a recap.
Please recap this for me.
What happened? Joe stole some weaponry and basically just put a bunch of stickers on it to be like, these weapons were not stolen. Told Kari about it in a diner. Kari banged his head against the fridge and then said, "Get a tarp."
At the very least, get a tarp.
Get a tarp. Everyone.
So we covered up the weapons in my workshop.
Everyone fought each other.
We did do that.
Everyone fought each other. Did Reuben crashed a fancy party?
Yeah.
Reuben, that happened right after the fight.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Okay, because I started that scene.
Marius made a complete ass of himself.
Marius was totally ableist and it sucked.
Mm-hmm.
And Reuben, for once, had the actual upper hand there, which was great, actually. It was really nice to be playing up a character that was actually more of an asshole than Reuben was in that particular moment. Marius tried to chase Kari down, but ended up getting the tables turned on them.
Oh, that was
Yep.
good.
And it was really funny. Kari went to go get Ruben to fix a pair of earrings that his girlfriend, had made for him, and found Ruben, like, working on stuff, and then Joe came downstairs wearing nothing but a towel.
Just bro things.
Just bro things. Joe and Kari had another meeting in the diner, which is a really dumb place to have revolutionary meetings. I'm just saying, Ruben voice. Ruben snuck in through Marius's window, and then Marius and Kari tried to have a conversation about what was going on. Oh yeah, one of Kari's spies went missing. This is our actual plot, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Kari.
One of Kari's
Kari had a spy.
Spies went missing.
Yeah, specifically it was somebody that worked in the Thank the Gods for Small Favors household.
Yeah. So now, the fun part here is that Kari, Marius, and Ruben are all looking for the same person. Kari knows that Ruben is looking. Kari also knows that Marius is looking, ? But Ruben went to go talk to Marius about it. It did not make clear that they were looking for the same person. So Ruben and Marius do not know that they are currently searching for the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hilarious.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
And that's what you missed on Glee. Yeah, so that's what happened last time. You should probably go back and listen to those episodes, though, if you haven't already. Like, don't use that as, like, oh, now I can listen to these episodes. Like, no, go listen to Arc 16.
It's a good arc.
I promise it'll be worth your time. I just re-listened to it and we're extremely funny.
Sometimes I forget, like, we're actually really funny.
I think it's because none of us are the kind of people that are inclined to be egotistical, like, what with the anxiety and other things, so none of it.
Well, gotta love anxiety.
Love anxiety.
We do
and
all have
questioning
anxiety.
everything we do at all times because being neurotypical is a hoot. And then we just this about just like, oh shit, no, we do make a really good podcast, and we make each other laugh, and we make other people laugh. Hell yeah! Tune in for season 3.
Listen, tune in to Arc 16 to hear Kari Valon, Light of My Life, call Joe, quote, my dude.
I'm so glad that that's a thing that happens in this fucking podcast.
Completely took me by surprise the first time, and still gets me every single time after that. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Alright, so the next thing that we need to do, when you start a game of Firebrands, you're supposed to do a round of what's called solitaires, which, to play, you play by yourself quietly, using the section for your faction, choose what you've been doing, and then choose what's happened. We're not going to do it quietly because that makes for really bad radio. So we're going to share around what our characters have been up to recently before we kick things off again.
Okay. So, I think for Kari, he has been quietly building support amongst the people of the region and had a close run-in with a Bantral counterintelligence agent. And thank you, Don John. This intelligence agent is using the name Shenna Okano, which I will drop in our chat and our GDoc. We did establish a name for that spy that went missing, and I can't find it anywhere.
It's
Alistair.
Alistair.
It is Alistair.
Yeah.
Did Alistair have a surname?
Nope.
Nope.
Not that I heard.
Okay.
So, I've been overseeing the retrofitture of labor frames for combat, and it was slow, filthy, and exhausting work.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh,
Yep.
Poor Joe.
It's okay. He's good at it. He's an engineer, but he's also stupid.
He's also really good at still looking good even when he's dirty.
It's true. He is really good at that.
Yeah.
Winks.
Wink. I'm gonna slightly modify one of these. these solitaires a little bit. Just the intro part of it. I'm keeping the middle part the same. The actual thing says you've been off duty going among the locals in civilian dress, but Ruben is always in civilian dress. Ruben has never
worn a uniform.
Ruben has never worn a uniform in their life. Maybe Ruben just got their coat patched up by Garion again.
Amazing. I'm glad that Garion exists in this universe now.
All the leader characters exist in every universe. We just haven't seen them yet.
It's true.
It's true. We've spoken about this.
We've established that, actually.
We have established this. But, like, it's a more of, like, Ruben is Solar Union in money only. Like, not even in name. But, like, people still know that they're Solar Union, and they're, like, kind of, like, not actively searching, but, like, keeping an ear to the ground, trying to hear if there's anything going on to try and find this missing person, and someone tried to murder them with a knife.
They probably deserved it.
That's right, that happened.
You mean what?
Yeah, no, they probably did.
Look, Ruben has a way with people, and that way is not liked by people.
The way is bad.
No, I think the idea is more of, like, someone actively tried to, like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No.
Ruben has a way with people. The way is bad.
You're right, but I wanted to introduce some more drama so someone knows what Ruben is doing and tried to kill them.
Do we have any information about what faction or anything, or are we going to discover that as we go forward?
Someone else can establish that. I have thoughts, but, like, we can talk about that.
Well, I've established a Bane... I always want to just say Bantral, but I love the way Dora says it, which is probably the correct way. We've established that there are Bantral counterintelligence agents working in the area. Could have been the same one, could have been somebody different. So...
My thought was Solar Union.
Yes, they can be girlfriends, they can kiss. Wait, what? No. Focus on our characters. But that works. I'll put, I've got Don John open.
Well, it's convenient that we've got more Bantral counterintelligence people in the mix, because I've been meeting in secret with the noble heads of other local Bantral houses, and I've been doing this because I told Ruben that I'd help look for this person and vouch for Ruben with the Bantral, and they've agreed to follow my lead, but I must first show results.
Oh, Cool.
Getting things messy right off the bat. It's fun.
Let's go.
It'll be fine.
Oh god. I have to pick the first scene. Fuck! Turn orders are a thing. Oh no! Oh god. Oh, where's that Jock with the extended games by people whose games we really like?
Elle and Ben. Let me get a link to that as well.
Yeah, let's pull that shit up. I think it's pinned somewhere.
Probably.
I feel like we pinned it, because that would make... No, not there. I definitely put it in this chat, though, so hold. Found it! And Jade, you're the one who sent it to us, too, which is just great.
Well, there we go. What goes around comes around.
We got it.
Okay, where are we pinning this? See, I do definitely want to have one of the violent-y games this section around, but I'm not annoyed at anybody yet, so now is not the time. Soon there will be a time, but not now. I want to have something with Marius based on this business with this counterintelligence agent that's happened, and see if they know anything about it, or if they have any information about it, or anything that could be helpful to them, to him, sorry. So I'm trying to think if one of these other games would be useful for that. I am open to suggestions. We could do office hours.
We could do office hours.
That seems pretty
Office
good.
hours all day, every day.
Okay. Office hours. You and your chosen party play. Do you bring a friend? Does the person whose advice you're seeking have colleagues? Start with a conversation between two people, but anyone who's likely to be in the vicinity may stop by to offer advice. This is one of the games written by Elle and Ben Roswell.
You can find Elle at Occasional Elle on Twitter, and you can find Ben at Roswell Writes on Twitter.
Yes, which I should have said. Thank you.
They are good people, and they write good games, so go buy their games.
Yes, one of Ben's games has destroyed me emotionally, so, it's
Multiple times.
good.
Mood.
Okay, so given the nature of the work, I feel like Marius is more likely to have office hours, or a venue where office hours is maybe a practical thing. I know
we literally had Ruben come in through Marius's office window.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Marius is a professor at the university.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Tragically, I don't think Kari is going to come in through the window.
Unfortunate.
Oh, he does. He shows up with food because that's his excuse for being there, is that he's delivering a lunch order.
Oh. I like it.
Kari is much better at this than anyone else in this fucking podcast.
It's true.
That's because Kari isn't gay for anybody yet. And once that becomes the case...
Oh,
then,
not yet?
Well, no, there's interest, but, it's not fully blossomed into deep-seated attraction, and then he will become the useless gay that he is. And all competency will
That's
leave.
valid.
Oh, God. So it's really off topic, but I saw a little bit of a stand-up team, which is like, you want one gay person in a group, because they will get everything done. They are so competent, they will organize... Get two gays in the same place, nothing gets done ever. Because they're just talking about everybody else. Which
wasn't that oh my god, who was that? That was Brian David Gilbert, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the clip the other day and it was very good.
It's
and it really made me laugh.
Extremely
Okay, quick question.
I did just listen to that Karma episode though, and I'm like, wait a second, Kari's not interested in Marius yet?
Look, okay, I've been very careful about how Kari has approached Marius in this universe. Believe me, it's in my head.
Okay.
Look, what Jade wants and what Kari understands of the world are two different things, okay? I can't push him.
Alright. No, it's I understand, it's fine.
Okay, back to office hours. When was the last time Kari and Marius met? What have we learned since then? Was the last time at the end of was it that last scene that we saw?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's probably been... Well, I guess this is something that's open to group discussion. I'd say it's been at least a week since then.
Mm-hmm.
If not more.
Works for me. Do you want to call it... I was going to say a fortnight, but apparently that's a very English thing.
Nah, Fortnite. We've got Fortnite.
Okay.
We've got Fortnite.
Well, so does everybody. I've seen those kids and their dancing.
No, but
No,
yes,
sure.
I know what a Fortnite is.
I know what a Fortnite is, but it's not within, the general vernacular.
That's what I mean.
Except in the game.
Yeah.
It's in books and stuff, though. I see it in books all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most of those are British, probably.
No.
Regardless,
Okay,
do we want to
then
say it's been 2 weeks?
Regardless. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, 2 weeks ago, what have we learned since then? These are the questions we answer before we begin play, what did we notice about each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Kari has learned that he is apparently on the Bantral shit list because somebody tried to kill him. Well, being dramatic. Well, not kill him necessarily, but has had this run-in, so he is now on the radar. So, He's been compromised somewhat in some way. Aside from that, I don't think he knows necessarily anything new.
Yeah, I think Marius has learned more about, like, other counterintelligence going on with the other Bantral families. I don't know if there's anything new about Alistair in particular, though. We'll play and find out if anything interesting comes up.
During the conversation, anyone can ask for details about the setting, your disciplines, the institution, or the circumstances. The person with the least education goes first. I'm going to take a not very large leap at all and say that will be Kari. Take turns asking questions in the manner of a scholarly debate. The less knowledgeable party may use the questions to get information. The more knowledgeable party may use questions to lead the other to an answer. Is this one that doesn't have a lot of RP baked in? It's more of a back and forth, or is it one that we can sort of freeform around? It's been a hot minute.
It always when I've heard it played on Sun City Duet, it was always sort of like a RP sort of one. It feels kind of like it feels kind of like a conversation over food in a lot of regards.
Gotcha. Okay. So Kari comes in with this, really, I could have made this a conversation over food. Yet again. But, you know, so he comes in with, like, the Bantrash equivalent of Uber Eats or Deliveroo. I don't know, just like...
Oh,
I haven't thought about the existence of Deliveroo in forever.
Oh, Deliveroo! Oh...
Regardless.
Damn, I'm emo.
But, like, Kari shows up with, like, one of those bags with for keeping food hot in, and gets, like, shown in, or shown to the right area, and knocks on Marius's door.
Marius doesn't even look up and is just like, come in.
Kari comes in, just shuts the door, flips the latch on the door, and comes over and puts the bag on the desk. He did actually bring food, for what it's worth.
Of course he did. He's Kari. He's the mom friend.
Right? I mean, he needs to make sure that Marius is eating, right? Too skinny. Puts it down and just like, in a loud-ish voice in case somebody is immediately listening in. It's just like, here's your order, Professor. Thank the gods for small favours. And as he sort of goes to unzip it, and or whatever. This is sci-fi in the future. Maybe it's something more impressive than a zip, but I feel like you can't go wrong with a zipper cool bag or hot bag, whatever they refer to them as. And I'm going to ask, do you know who Shana Okano is? I don't know which one of these things is the more interesting for it to be, whether it's a question whose answer you find distasteful, or whether you don't know the answer, or whether you're not expecting the question. Any of these could be good. I guess it depends how involved or not you want Marius to be entangled in it, and then I could pick one of these options based on that. Because I don't want to make the choice about Marius's level of involvement or awareness of other people's operations. So, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I think the more interesting option to me is that the question, which I didn't expect, just because, like, Marius has been doing a bunch of networking recently, and so did not expect to hear that name come from Kari's mouth.
Okay.
And
do they hide their shock?
They do not. They're caught a little bit off guard, first of all, by Kari being there, second of all, by the food, and then third of all, by the question. And so Marius is just... The surprise is very clear on their face before they kind of clamp down on it and is like, where'd you hear that name? Which I guess is... It could technically be I ask a question with a dangerous answer.
Mm-hmm. Do I warn you against it? No, because I think I just answer plainly on the matter, which is she and I had a close call a couple of days ago. She almost found a meeting. One of mine. And I have no idea how. So you do know who she is, then?
I've heard of her, yes. I didn't know that she knew who you were.
She knew enough to be in the right place, almost at the right time.
Hang on, I need to pull up a name really quick. Because I want the other Bantrayish houses to have equally ridiculous names.
Thank God. Yes. Yes.
Hell yes.
Thank God for small favors. Haha.
You're going to use that generator that Austin retweeted the other day?
No, I'm going to the names I created a while ago that I pulled Marius's name through, or from, not through. Yeah, she typically works for the House of the Sun Comes and Goes. I'm assuming that you haven't fallen in Perseus's poor graces?
Now, what kind of a question is this?
I feel like this could be one of a number of them. The one that leaps out to me is technically a question whose answer I should know.
Okay. What was that? I should know. Do you call me out my ignorant? It's just like, okay. I think you'd be able to answer that question better than me. Rather more your circle, isn't it?
Marius looks a little indignant, but kind of squares their shoulders and is just like, well, I'm not the one who's doing things to draw attention of such people.
Oh, fuck
Marius.
off! Which Kari says in character. That isn't just Jade saying that.
Yes! Thank God!
Good. They deserve to be told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Thank God!
That's extremely funny, honestly.
Listen, Marius is cancelled, y'all.
Yeah.
Marius has been cancelled for like a month, and this is not about to change.
Right. Why are you here other than to deliver food, which I presume is not the reason that you're here, truly?
How does somebody so smart manage to miss the point so fucking entirely?
It's a good question.
Fucking tell them.
Oh,
Kari.
I ask a question to which there is no answer? Can you admit that? I don't know, that seems mean.
No, Marius is going to try and find an answer.
No, I ask a question that's more personal than academic. Do you permit it?
Oh, man.
Do they push back is the question against that, or do they let Kari basically insult them?
I know they push back. I'm just trying to think of the best way for them to do it that doesn't immediately drawn into the conversation. Because they don't want to end the conversation, but they... I'm not missing the point. The point is you're here because you want something. What is it?
Do you think that's one of the office hours questions, and that there's a thing that you want me to react to? Or should I just reply?
I don't think that's really one of the questions.
I wanted to clarify on that one.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I've just realised I'm gonna, because for some reason, I know why, I'm gonna move the Firebrands hacks into Firefox so it's next to, this, the doc with our episode notes in, so I can just flick between two tabs rather than two browser windows.
That sounds like a good idea.
It's too intelligent. You shouldn't do that. It's too smart.
Because I hope that you might be able to give me some information on this woman. I was hoping maybe you'd be able to give me some information on anything. I guess that was too much to be hoping for. Have you got anything for me, Marius?
They just kind of sigh and fold their hands in front of them.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to ask a question that is more cruelty than inquiry. Do you show that it hurts? Are you even still looking for Alistair?
That definitely gets a reaction. They kind of lean forward and they just sort of hiss under their breath. Of course I'm still looking. Why would you even doubt that?
There's a laundry list of reasons why, Marius. Top of the list is because Kari's a revolutionary and you're a Bantrash, but whatever.
Yeah, but it was a member of
Mm-hmm.
my household that went missing, so...
A double agent and spy, yeah.
Yeah. I think, though, that Marius's reaction is enough, or is enough to sort of pacify Kari a little. And he gives Marius a little nod. Alright. It's just frustrating. Okay, and I'm worried. And the fact that this woman was sniffing around makes me really worry that maybe it isn't solely Union that has him, but maybe one of your people do.
That is a thought that had crossed my mind.
Right, well you didn't mention that when we spoke last time, but that's another fun thing to consider, I guess. Well...
Listen, I don't intend to leave him dangling. If he's there to be found, I intend to find him.
And I don't intend to let one of your people get close to mine again. And I think he, grabs the bag that he brought the food in, which he had unloaded. There's, a milkshake and, a sandwich and some fries. Because Kari is a complex human. And just, prepares to leave. Not quite storming out, but definitely leaving with purpose and intent. But Marius has opportunity to say something, and make a parting remark or whatever.
I don't think they do.
God, they're such a shit. Okay. Cool, then. Yeah, Kari flips the latch, goes out, and because Marius didn't say anything at the end, does slam the door on his way out.
Good.
Good.
I mean, they deserve it, but...
They deserve it!
Look, let me tell you, Jade, who is president of the Marius fan club, who will defend Marius at all times, is there just oh, this is hard. I don't like it. I don't like it any more than Dora enjoyed having Sol be mean to Kari. This is not fun for me. It's narratively great, but just I like Marius in all their cancelled glory.
I feel like they're just, being Bantral just makes them extremely shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Being Bantral does?
They're shittier than normal.
It exacerbates
their
because
they're
rich.
Shittiness.
Yep.
There it is.
It's because they're rich. Eat the rich.
Yep.
Dora, if Ariel and please just don't let the kids meet them, okay?
I won't.
Never ever let the kids meet them.
No.
Anyway, but that's scene.
Joe, you're up.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. So I'm not really involved in this whole, somebody's missing thing.
You could be.
I think intentionally, but do you want to be involved in it?
I mean, I don't think Joe does. Really? I think even if Joe knew about it, I don't think he'd want to be involved.
You know what he is involved with, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's involved with somebody who almost got shanked.
It's true. Do I know about that?
Probably. I don't think Ruben's a werewolf in this, so they don't have superior healing.
So, they did get stabbed, they just didn't get killed.
Yeah. Oh, please, come
Okay.
on. You think I was going to have that happen and not have Ruben get stabbed? Come on. They deserve it.
They do deserve it. I'm just looking at the,
You can also do whatever it is you want to do.
No, I straight up, Part of me is like, oh god, I'm the only person who, like, doesn't have the connecting thread from the previous game, so I'm like, why is Joe even here? But, like...
Joe's here to be pretty and lift weights. And get pegged.
It's true, he is. It's true, he is. I guess I'm just trying to think of, like, you know... Because I'm guessing... I'm, like, thinking, like, Joe being very nice and trying to bandage up some fucker's wounds would, I guess, be stealing time, but not really. Because, like, that's sort of what, like, Joe fretting over... like, you know, Joe fretting over Ruben's wounds is probably, like... How recently did Ruben get stabbed? I guess a week ago now, huh?
Well, it could have happened any time in the in-between time.
It was probably a week ago.
Okay. And I'm just finding out about it now.
That's a very funny way to do it. Like, Joe shows up and is like, oh no. Like, comes in to find Ruben, like...
Oh no, I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah, but, like, could come in to find, Ruben changing dresses.
Y'all, do you remember what the fuck my voice for Joe sounded like? Because I don't.
It was a little bit deeper at times, but, like, not even always.
Probably because I'm just bad at it, but yeah.
I think that, like, the thing also is that, like, I don't know. I did have the very funny image of Ruben, like, getting stabbed and immediately going to Kari's diner, but I think that's gonna be my scene.
That's oh, fuck. Which means that we can't do...
Yeah.
No, I can flashback it, who cares? Time is fake.
Time is fake. It's true.
I mean, the visual of Joe going over to Ruben's and finding Ruben rebandaging something, and it's very easy for me to think about this as I currently have my upper arm wrapped in cling film, because I got tattooed earlier today for the sake of if this makes it into the recording or not. And Joe being like, yo, what happened? And Ruben just being like, it's fine, it was a week ago. What? That in and of itself is quite good as a jumping point.
Yeah.
It is pretty funny.
Guess who got stabbed?
This bitch.
Yeah, we can sure do that. Joe comes to the back room.
Just like, I'm just here to chill, but actually there's stabbed happening here, so I'm gonna... Yeah, fuck. So I guess... fucked up. The drawing really bad. Oh, I don't like that. Anyways, fuck. Okay. So that... But, like, what game is that? What game do we play there?
You can make stealing time non-fucky.
Is it stealing time?
Probably.
Yeah. I'd argue that the threesome that didn't happen was arguably very unfucky for stealing time.
Yeah, really?
The other thing that can happen is Ruben can try and distract Joe.
That's true. It could happen. Alright, I mean, let's fucking roll with it and see what... Play to find out what happens.
Stealing time together. You read this, Sam, because it's your scene.
Alright. Setup. Only you and your chosen partner play. Ask them how you two came to be stealing time together. What do you notice about each other? What have you heard? Well... I mean, what you notice about Joe is that he's real greasy. Not in, like, he hasn't washed in a while, but, like, he's been working on stuff.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what I notice about you is you've been fucking stabbed.
Yeah. You know, at its basis, yep, that is in fact what you notice about Ruben. They're sitting in their back room, shirtless. And they are, like, casually rebandaging. Like, pat, 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 pat. It's like a taped down piece of gauze, and they're just, like, patting.
I love this. I hate it, but I love it. Alright. Conducting the liaison. Converse how you like, naturally. Do I have to read this whole thing?
Nope. We can just go.
Alright. I guess I start first, you know, like, I walk in and I'm like, you know, putting my stuff down, wandering around, and I sort of turn around and I go, what's that? Like, pointing at the bandage.
What? Oh.
Tell me how the scene is set when I walk in, actually.
You come into the shop. Ruben's like, just a minute. Because they're in the back room and you don't know. Do you announce... Does Joe announce himself?
In like a, hey, it's me, don't worry about it kind of way, or what?
Like, yeah, basically.
I mean, probably, like, in that sense, yeah. He's probably like, yeah, don't worry, it's me.
Oh, kind of, yeah,
or
whatever.
He even just was like, you know, like, hey, it's Joe. It's me.
Oh, hey, yeah, okay. Whatever.
I want to wander back in. It's sort of wander into the back room.
Yep. There's Ruben on a stool. And they've got their cane leaning up against a desk because they've actually kind of needed it to get around recently. Between being stabbed and their leg, like, they need the extra mobility assistance. So they've got the cane leaning up against their desk, which is more of a mess than usual, because there's a first aid kit sitting on top of it. And they're sitting on their stool, and they've got their shirt is off, and their coat is draped over a chair, and they are they are retaping gauze to their side. Cash.
I just sort of, like, am a little taken aback, like, well, this is not what I expected to come across today.
Really? You didn't expect this?
I didn't expect my buddy being stabbed, no.
I mean, okay, hold. How did you know stab wound was involved? Wait, Ruben maybe actually says that. No, wait a second. How do you know that I was stabbed?
Not gonna lie, it was hyperbole, but you were stabbed? Like, actually?
Just a little. Relax. It was last week.
So you were stabbed a week ago, and you didn't tell me. I've seen you, like, 3 times since then.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was only a little bit.
Alright, so you got stabbed a little bit. Do you know who did it?
I have my theories, but not exactly.
Did you... Okay, so you didn't, So whoever did it is still... just sort of, like... not quite head in his hand, but he's just, like... He's got his like, hand on his forehead. He's just like... Alright.
Joe.
Hey, Joe, welcome to Kari's existence dealing with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Joe has no leg to stand on here.
To be fair, I wasn't hiding a body injury from my good friend and companions.
No, you're hiding armaments you stole with stickers on in the hope that nobody would notice.
No one
It's
did
fine.
notice.
To be fair, nobody did notice.
To be fair, nobody actually did end up noticing. And Ruben's sort of like, look, it was definitely Solar Union, that's all. I don't know who for sure. I think it was probably Rena, but, you know, it's not like I've seen her in a while.
Solar Union, aren't those your guys?
In, like, the loosest sense of the word, yeah, they're my guys.
Oh, okay.
I just use their money.
So they know that you're, like, he sort of, like, makes a, like, sort of unintelligible, like, hand gesture, which is trying to say, like, oh, you know, you're working with us, but kind of comes across as something weird and vaguely lewd.
I don't think they really care about that part, Joe.
No, I mean, like, you're, like, working with us.
I mean, I'm not, really.
You're not?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I, like, don't care what you do, right? Like, but I'm not, like, actively working with you. I'm, like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm, like...
No, that's fair. That's what I figured.
Yeah, I'm, like, trying to do some stuff for Kari, but, you know, if it's gonna get me stabbed, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that.
I wasn't under the impression that it was gonna get you stabbed.
Neither was I.
Well, then we're, Can I help you with... You're doing that wrong. I just sort of, like, go for it, and I'm like, you're not wrapping this tight enough. Listen, look. And I just sort of, like, I start unwrapping it. How bad is it, actually?
I don't think it's that bad, but it's definitely not getting stabbed a little bit.
Has it been stitched up?
Yeah.
Okay. For part of you is like, oh, did Ruben just fucking, like slap a bandage on top of it and hope it would be fine?
No.
Or is it just, like...
Ruben's not stupid.
You know? So I'm gonna, I guess, in the advances tab, because we're stealing time, supposedly.
We're doing a scene,
like,
supposedly.
Supposedly we're doing a scene, yeah. We're playing a game, I guess. I just sort of, like, you know, I will say, I touch the bandage. May I?
The way you make it sound, it's just like, what?
Like, are you gonna fucking let me do this, bitch?
Gonna make up my own advance. I, like, push your hand away, but when you try to touch it again, I let you.
Valid. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that deter me. So, yeah, this isn't, you've been walking around with this for a week?
Well, not walking, always.
Buddy.
Don't give me that.
Buddy.
No.
Come on.
No. I have had much worse than this, and Ruben points to their other leg.
Remind me again exactly what's up with their other leg.
Ruben has a silver prosthetic leg. It's their left leg. I don't remember what I said it was in the Divine Mundane game, so I'm just gonna call it their left leg, because that's what I keep picturing in my head. It has been
Fair
grafted... enough. It has been grafted below the knee.
So, the prosthetic, is it like... I don't know if you've watched Fullmetal Alchemist. Is it like Automail, where it's, like, attached?
Oh, it's fucking attached,
Or is it, like... Okay, yeah, so it's like wired into Ruben's nerves.
Yes.
Cool.
It's like that shit is not coming out unless their leg gets cut off.
Again. You gotta add again in there.
I gotta add again in there. Well, the reason why
true.
I didn't add it to begin with is because I'm still not sure exactly what happened.
But, you know, the leg was gone.
The leg was
gone. It has
gone.
at some point been removed, so I feel like you can be safe in saying if their leg got cut off again.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Like, Ruben, Ruben just, like, points at their leg and is like, listen.
Okay, be that as it may, I admit, I'm aware that this is, you know, a thing. Be that as it may. Come on, dude.
I touch your cheek, may I?
You may, but I don't look amused. Just sort of raise my eyebrows at you like, yes?
I need a dumb ass pet name. Hold on, where is
Holy
that?
shit.
Where is that page? It's here somewhere.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Oh, there's a fucking great list of pet names that I definitely bookmarked at some point.
Oh god, I'm gonna hate this, aren't I?
I probably won't pick one of the, like, really terrible ones.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's like
caveat.
such... Oh no.
This was, like, you know, Poopsie Whoopsie.
Fuck you.
Oh
If you
my
try to call
God.
Joe that, he will just respond, fuck you.
No, that's not gonna be the one that I use. God.
I don't like this.
That's promising.
I have to go through this list to make sure that I'm getting, that I have, like, all... And then I promise I will send you this list. God, Poopsie Whoopsie. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, Jesus, what was the last thing that Joe said? I got super distracted.
I don't remember either.
Oh, Joe was like, I'm not amused. I know that.
Joe didn't say that, though. Joe's just sort of like giving you a look. Giving you an unamused look.
Oh, you know, next time I'll just come straight to you and swoon into your arms, my knight in shining armor. Or, you know, greasy coveralls.
Yeah, thanks. I just sort of, like, swat at you. I've just noticed that in Sealing Time Together, one of them is, I loosen your armor. May I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. None of us are wearing armor, because none of us have worn, like, a plug suit in our fucking lives.
Nope.
Yeah. Knight in shining armor I might not be, but I know that when you're hurt, you're supposed to go to the people you trust. And I would have at least liked to know that you were hurt. He's not happy that you hid this from him.
Ruben's gonna make it worse.
No.
Just like Marius made so much shit worse before.
Oh boy. I love this. It's a good game.
And they say, Joe, angel face. You've got a lot of shit coming to you if you think that I trust you.
Oof.
Oof.
Wow.
Woof. I don't know what to say to that. Sorry, I'm gonna say that in character. I don't know what to say to that. I just sort of stand up, take a step back. I'll see you around, Ruben. And I walk out. Thanks, Ruben! You fucker.
There's a fucking list, y'all.
Oh,
Long
boy.
list
Oh,
of
yes.
various terms of endearment.
Give us the fucking list.
Some of them have the word caution next to them. One of the ones that has the word caution next to it is little diddle.
Another one that apparently... Oh, I hate this. Explicitly suggestive, some of them say.
Another one is, pussy cakes. And another one is the ever classic schmupsy poo. Anyway, it is my scene, and I do not know what the fuck Ruben is gonna do.
Oh boy. Also another one that's got a caution next to it is sex kitten.
Yeah.
Did you want to do that flashback?
We could do that flashback.
That you will.
A conversation over food.
So I guess, my boy ain't there.
No.
As we've established, no, not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, we might as well do that flashback, because it's not like I have any other ideas.
Sure.
The only other thing that I was thinking was that Ruben immediately went to go fight Marius. Because why not? We could do a meeting sword to sword. It doesn't have to be, like...
No, dealer's choice.
There doesn't have to be a reason. But no, let's do a flashback.
Okay. So, we're using a conversation over food, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. What time of day or night does Ruben show up having just been stabbed?
Probably around closing.
Okay, I like that. Oh my god, Kales, you... do you remember the last thing we talked about at closing time?
Yes, I sure
I hate
do.
you. I
Yep.
hate you. I don't hate you. I love you, but I also hate you. I'm going very, was it Sunday here? I'm just like, God dang it, Kales! Why are you gonna play me like this? The thing that only you and I know about.
Yeah, to be clear to Dora and Sam, the last thing that Jade and I did at closing time in the diner was the first time that Kari and Annabelle kissed. So,
Oh.
yeah. So, yeah. It's like right before closing time. Like, it's probably where, like, Kari's, like, pissed because, like, someone's coming into the fucking diner right before closing. Like, how dare they? And then it's just Ruben's voice going, hey, can I just get my usual?
And Kari looks up. And is it obvious that Ruben has been stabbed now that they've sort of stepped into the light of the diner? Because, like, Kari's place, I did have a name for it and I can't. Oh, is it like something like the Den?
Something like
Because
that.
it was a riff on Wolfpack.
Some coyote
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah. But yeah, it's open late, so I imagine this is like 11 p.m. Well, no, later
than that.
It might be like 2 a.m. kind of vibe. And yeah, so is it obvious that they've been stabbed?
Yeah, they've got, like, one hand over the stab wound and there's, like, blood there.
Where have they been stabbed,
Oh.
anyways?
Like,
Is the torso right?
yeah, the side-ish.
Cool.
And then, like, Kari looks up from where he's been, like, shutting stuff down. Just like, oh, fuck me. And it literally just, like, vaults over the counter and goes up behind her and just, like, pushes the door closed. This is happening a lot this session. And shuts it and, like, flicks the external light off, like, so the open sign, even if there are technically it's a little bit early for that. It's just like, who did you piss off, Ruben? And sort of like starts guiding them over to a booth, keeping an eye to make sure no blood gets dripped on the floor.
Yeah. You know, I have a funny feeling it was one of my own, but, not entirely sure. It was dark, and everyone in the Solar Union has a penchant for black, so...
Okay, sure. And they get... where were they? This is probably going to go into the smaller back kitchen. Because it's like the... Well, no, there isn't really a back. There is definitely a back, like, freezer and stuff, and, like, a storage room, like a small office, but, like, the kitchen is open, because that's where it's done.
Just stick Ruben in the freezer. Who cares? They deserve it.
Yeah, no, it'd probably be, like, a booth, but, like, more like... So it's somewhere where Ruben could sprawl backwards if they wanted to. And just, like, just sit there. I'm gonna get my stuff. And do you actually want a sandwich?
I should have actually led this off with, I hope you don't bring up blank. If you have already put all the food away for the night, then don't worry about it, but yes?
Right, okay, right.
You know, grievous bodily injury makes a person hungry.
I mean, irritatingly, you're not actually wrong, despite the fact that you're trying to be funny. Failing, by the way. Like, because a Reuben isn't necessarily a hot sandwich. Oh, it's probably a toasted one. It's not going to be that much hassle. Like, literally goes and gets the first aid box first, comes out, and, like, flips something on, like, one of the place to do, like, the grilled aspect of the sandwich, and just goes over to Reuben. And just like, okay. You weren't followed here, were you? And I need you to reassure me that the Solar Union isn't about to follow you into my frickin' diner. Can you?
No. I took the long way around. Almost went home first, but I don't have anything there, and then I got hungry, so... But no, I was not followed.
Right. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. And, like, they very, unceremoniously, like, get the scissors out of the kit and, like, slice up through the front of whatever shirt Reuben has on and, like, starts cleaning the area. Like, pulls on a pair of gloves. Just like, I'll get you your sandwich in a second, alright?
Yeah,
like, starts cleaning it up and pulling stuff out.
This is what I get for sticking my nose in where I shouldn't have.
So, is that a sign in our favour? Or that Alistair's going missing is something to do with them? Or is it... I don't know, or do they just not like it when people ask questions?
I don't know what it means. It's not like I really have enough information to go in either direction. It's possible, but it's also possible that one of the fucking... that favors didn't pull as much as they said they would. I accidentally spilled the secret that I went to go talk to Marius a week ago.
Okay, that's good, because right at the moment that you say that, I think is when Kari, like, squirts some some antiseptic into the wound to, like, flush it out. Before he starts putting some of that good healing foam in there.
Yeah, Reuben yelps. Reuben yelps before they actually, like, finish the sentence, so it cuts off, like, the end of it, and then they don't finish it. Because they're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, it's just like, I like, oh yeah, no, because you just, they just referred to Marius as Favors, but I was going to say, it could have been the full name, it only got like 2 words into that ridiculously long surname, but it tracks that Reuben would just call them Favors, and then, so, like, Kari just stops and looks up at them, just like, you went to Marius.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were so familiar.
Shut the gets the healing foam, just squirts it into the stab wound. Look.
That's gotta hurt.
I mean, I imagine there's some kind of numbing in the agent in there because this is the future, but also, like, maybe... You know how, like, if you're putting on a spray-on antiperspirant and you're too close, you get that cold, almost cold burn? Like that kind of feeling. So...
When the numbing does kick in, Ruben goes, "Take it easy."
Ruben, you show up at my diner, bleeding on my floor, asking for food. Don't tell me to take it easy, alright? Like, the last time I had to patch... And then, I accidentally spilled the secret that this is not my first time doing this kind of cleanup. I don't know, I don't think I cover it especially gracefully. But just sort of like, mess. Alright, and their name is stupidly long. Alright, I spoke to them about this about a week ago. Alright, they're meant to be looking into it.
Yeah, I spoke to them, I don't know, a week and a half ago. I have been looking into it, and it's possible that... Well, who knows? Who knows?
So we're no closer to knowing anything, but you've now gotten stabbed for your troubles. Possibly.
Well,
no, I mean, you've gotten stabbed, but we don't know it's to do with that.
If it is to do with that, though, probably it means that there's something that we're not meant to know anything about. There's something bigger going on here.
So the Union. Well, that's not exactly the most surprising thing I've heard. Alright, I think you're gonna not bleed all over my floor right now. There's some gauze in there, I'll go make you... And, like, pulls the nitrile gloves off with a snap. It's just like, I'll go make you a sandwich.
Thanks. Kari, one more thing.
Yeah.
Don't mention this to Joe.
Oh. What, you're not gonna tell him?
Don't want to drag him into this.
Fuck you.
Kari starts assembling the sandwich, like, puts the pastrami or whatever on the flat top to start heating through. You know, if he finds out about it, he's just gonna be upset that you didn't say something.
Yeah, so... Whatever. Probably better if, that happens anyway, so...
You actually want to eat this sandwich, or should I just, like... fucking throw it at you? That's a waste of perfectly good food, but...
Oh, give me the fucking sandwich!
It's not I will give you the sandwich when the sandwich is ready. It's like, cheese slapped on top.
Look, you know Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I know for all that he lacks in a lot of things, he cares a lot. He's got a good heart.
I know, that's what I'm worried about.
Well, okay. If he comes in there asking about it, it's going to be because he found out, and then I will tell him that, yeah, I patched you up. But no, I am not going to go look for him and tell him. Like, whatever the two of you have got going on is your business, it's not mine. As much as the two of you seem to want to make it mine.
Not here.
I can't, I want Ruben to have a smart comeback to that. I think it's gonna have to come 10 minutes later, though, because Ruben's first just gonna be like, thanks, Kari.
And then, like, as Ruben is leaving, they're just like, fuck, I should have said something smart there.
Nah, Ruben will say something smart that I can't think of because I'm not good at this, like, as they're leaving.
I really like the mental image of, like, Ruben leaving and then, like, after they've left being like, fuck, I just thought of the perfect thing to say there.
Yeah, no, that also definitely happens. Like, the line is, like, a little weak, and then, like, Ruben, like, runs back in 5 minutes later and goes, we would be great! And then leaves again.
I love them.
They are trash, and I adore them. Very good.
Sorry, Sam.
Joe is now even more mad, except that he isn't, because it's actually just me that's mad.
Joe doesn't know this yet.
How dare you?
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, whose turn is it? You fuckers. Pieces of shit.
Dora?
Yep.
It's Dora.
Yep, it's my turn. Hi, it's Dora, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on iTunes, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about our show using the FTLcast hashtag. No, seriously, we crave the validation and it helps us out. Your support really means a lot. Thanks again!